To whom this may concern, I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate you. You're an amazing person. You can turn cartwheels. You could be a cheerleader. I couldn't even stand on my head. My dad would say, stand on your head and stack grease peepees, like if I'm bored. If it almost shattered my cranium when I would try to stand on my head as a little girl, like my dad would do that. It's like, I'm too fat to be trying to stand on my head, to do a headstand. It's like a cartwheel, turning a cartwheel. Uh, you're not gifted that way, right? You're just not. You're not. My mother, I never saw her turn a cartwheel or stand on her head, but apparently she was very good at sports, especially volleyball. She even had a trophy. What if, you have a desire to look really good, and why does everybody say you just have to become an old lady? The old lady syndrome. This could be the topic here because it was just off the top of my head. The old lady syndrome. I just want to reference Joyce Meyer because people from New York say because, or Cleveland say because. Okay, because. I'm sorry, I should have. It is because, but I'm never going to say that because I'm not from New York, or New Jersey. Yeah. Are we seeing? Now we're hearkening back to my childhood. Okay. Now this is very interesting, folks. If you're interested at all in the observations that I'm making, I'm not going to be a comedian because actually, I make people cry and I make them feel very convicted, I guess. And I suppose it's my I'm just a messenger. I'm not a comedian. Nobody would put me into any other category but a little messenger, like a little bird told me. It's not I'm not casting aspersions. However, what excuse me. Okay, so I'm not supposed to say that, so that's why I'm not saying it. But I had a grandmother that really, really patronized Avon a lot. You got all the Avon figurines, you got all the Avon perfume, all the makeup. And my mother actually, she was an Avon lady. I mean, she didn't have to be, but that's what she did for extra money. She was an Avon lady. So when I see people just maybe thinking, well, I'm just going to let my hair grow gray and nobody's going to. I'm not really sure, like, what's the point of just looking. The old lady look was never fashionable when we were kids. Why is it fashionable now? I mean, you could dye your hair. You could. You could. And in fact, I think I was going to bring up Joyce Meyer. If you keep talking negative, like, I'm just old. Keith Moore, Joyce Meyer, we'll put them in the same category. And don't put them down, please. They're good people, and please don't judge. Do not judge. I'm just fat. I'm just unsuccessful. I'm just ugly. I'm just stupid. I just old. Like, what? You have what you say, right? You have what you say. Keith Moore said that, right? You need to be making more positive confessions. That is like the worst, that is the most difficult proposition that anybody ever offered me. Thank you, Holy Spirit. People like me, I'm successful. They say misery loves company, so I still wanted to like criticize other people for a little bit. But what about yourself? I mean, you're so busy criticizing other people and what they're doing wrong and pointing out their flaws and their mistakes. You're not putting the pedal to the metal, so to speak. It is so difficult to make positive confessions when people are not saying nice things about you. Oh man, people are praying for you. Like, just you shouldn't have contempt for people that are praying for you. Are you one of those arrogant people? And it probably costs people a lot to even be nice to you sometimes, because you're just so offensive and weird. Like, I had to pray for this person. I really don't like them. See, now you're praying for me. Thank you. And I'm praying for you too. Folks, the final chapter of your life hasn't been written yet. Do you think you want a happy ending? I know that God does. Thanks, goodbye.